Well, Diana Krall is the only jazz singer to have 8 albums debut at the top of the Billboard Jazz Albums chart.
Now the multiple Grammy Award-winning artist is back with a new album, Turn Up the Quiet, and Diana joins us now. Welcome, Diana.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to have you.
Thank you.
I love this title. Where did that come from, Turn Up the Quiet?
It came from a song called Love Dance that was written by Yvonne Lins, and it just came to me in the middle of the night. So I thought it was appropriate.
Well, I think it's so apropos in this day and age we live in right now with smartphones and everything bombarding us. It's time to really turn up the quiet, isn't it?
It's a good title. Yeah, I like it.
Now, this album, you were really instrumental with this one, quite literally. I read that you orchestrated a lot of it. Really hands-on for you.
I went back to work in the studio at Capitol Studios in Los Angeles with Tommy LaPuma, who produced all of my records except for 2, and engineer Al Schmidt. And we put together 3 ensembles, 3 different jazz ensembles, and went in with the idea that we're going to make a jazz record. So we weren't trying to repeat what we did before. And we just came in with about 50 songs, and every day we'd walk in and say, would you like to do this? Sounds good, I like this song. And we just ran with it and didn't think too much about it. But how I work is I just put the music in front of me, just basic chord changes and lyrics, and then we just start to play. And I'm playing with such amazing musicians that I trust them, and they know that I have to be just quiet, take a moment, and then we just start. I don't really finish sentences, so, and I'm not very articulate. So I kind of just, they know me well enough so I can just sort of point to a chord change with my finger, and John Clayton will know where to go. They know me well enough.
Yeah. Is that the ultimate high for a musician, if you will, though? I mean, I just love the fact you can get in there, and jazz is so well known for being so improvisational, right? You just get in there and you're vibing off each other. The
ultimate high is right, because you get into this zone where when you're truly improvising and things come to you if you don't plan out so much, which I thrive on. Not having a plan, and I'm come to be very comfortable and accepting of that. You know, pressure of kind of like, oh, I have to make a plan, I have to do this, everything has to be at this time. So just let it all happen and trust the people around you, and you never know what's going to happen. And what happened was just really free, beautiful, relaxed, very relaxed, swinging music that I'm really proud of it.
I'm so relaxed.
No, really?
Swinging.
Just talking. I'm not even listening to your music right now. But you say you went in with 50 songs.
It's still nighttime for me. That's why I'm still
in that mode. But how do you then get your short list when you? Because if everything is free flowing and feeling great.
Yeah, that's it doesn't mean there's no well, that's how you make a record. Is you have a great producer, you have great people around you, and you just let it happen. Well, that's where the producer comes in.
And says,
and I say it's 11. You have to like 11 songs. It's like very Spinal Tap.
Yeah. Or you tell the record company, guess what? I've got 2 albums now.
Well, 3. Yeah, I know, that's right. Lots. Thank God that we have a lot of different recordings. I went in, did some demos, and so we have lots of material. We have about 25 more songs.
Is there one song in particular you're really excited about on this new album?
I'm really excited about Sway, because it's been recorded by people who influenced this record, people that I admire, like Julie London and Michael Bublé. And I wanted to slow the tempo down a little bit. And it was one of those songs where it was, do I play it? Do I not play it? I wasn't sure, because it had been so well recorded. So I just took the tempo really, really slow, and then we ended up doing an extended ending with strings that kind of cinematic. So I really loved that.
I wanted to ask you about, you worked with Paul McCartney, and what was that like, that experience? I mean, working with a former Beatle.
That was the most amazing experience I think I've ever had in my life, working with another artist, because I was the pianist, and I was able to watch him work, but help kind of was playing with people that I'm comfortable with, the same people who are on this record. It's just he makes everybody just feel really good. He knows what he wants, but he makes everybody feel comfortable, and he just comes in and says, what are we going to do today? And I love that record. I'm very proud of that record, and he's amazing. Yeah, what do you say? Yeah, I could go on and on. It's just, but it's great.
Well, we're name dropping. I know I saw on your, I know you've worked with Elton John, and you met him in Hawaii, and on social media, you put out a picture. And he's had some health issues of late. Are you guys still in touch?
Oh, yes, and I sent him an email right away, and he wrote back, I love you, and I think he's doing, well, no, I know he's doing well. It was quite a scary thing, and but he's recovering. He works so hard. He just finished a tour in South America with James Taylor, and he's amazing. He doesn't stop, but he's always he's like family to me. Him and David.
You mentioned family, and you, Diana, you were FaceTiming your boys before you came out here.
Yeah, running out of the ladies' room. I gotta go. They're like, we gotta go too. Yeah, my sister's there with them now, so looking after them. She's super auntie.
I want to ask you about work-life balance, and I read some time ago that you said every decision you make, you factor in how it's going to impact the family. And how, reflecting back before you had a family to now, how's the artistry changed at all?
I don't know how the artistry has changed. I know I've changed, and I'm changing along with my children.
Yeah.
But I, as much as I love to play, I'm finding that the balance of family is for lots of people who have to travel a lot. That's the hardest part for me, is being away from our boys.
Yeah.
But they're going on tour with their dad in June, and we have a great school in Vancouver who's very supportive of that, saying no problem, they can do their work and do their homework. They are, yes. They're into music and baseball and chess. So my son Dexter's playing baseball, and that's really fun to watch. And his brother Frank is playing chess and playing a bit of ocarina, playing music. They're just they're sort of creatively in this amazing place, and we're just letting them fly and discover what they love.
Yeah. How can they not be musicians, though?
Right.
I mean, it's got to be within them.
They could be, whatever they're finding their passions. I guess that's what we're. Yeah, and
I know you produced a Barbra Streisand album at one time, right?
yes, called Love Is the Answer. Yeah.
And of course you found some time in there to play some cards, right?
Yes, we did, and I still have the deck of cards because Barbara is an amazing woman, as we all know, but her mind is always thinking ahead of what can we do, and if there's a pause, she likes to do something else to fill the space so we don't waste the time. So, so we played gin rummy.
And
when there were technical things that had to be fixed.
All right, so who won?
Oh, she did.
She did.
Yeah, yeah. But I grew up in Nanaimo, British Columbia. We played different versions of rummy, Nanaimo rummy. But it was great to play cards with her. And I spoke with her recently, and she said, "When are we going to play cards again?" So that's good. I took that as a compliment.
For sure.
All right, the new album is called Turn Up the Quiet. The great Diana Krall. Diana, it has been our pleasure. Thank you so much for coming by this morning.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be finally talking about the record, which I'm very proud of. Thank you.